Hi, this is Michelle Cromer, and I wanted to talk to you about travel and how to raise your chi. I'm the type of person that's either planning a trip, I'm on a trip, or I just got home from a trip. So I kind of have that gypsy spirit. So I wanted to bring this to you and just suggest that you pull out and unplug from your life and just go somewhere that you've never been before. I try to do that every year. And every year when I go, my trips turn out to be something I never expected, or a theme arises that I never would have thought of. For example, when I went to Tibet for the first time, it was all about compassion. And Peru was about healing. And walking El Camino de Santiago in northern Spain was about clarity. And Israel was about love. And I just got back from Scotland. And I am sitting with that energy, and I can't even unpack it yet. It's kind of like the je ne sais quoi. I can't even describe it. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit about that and some stories that might bring you to a point where you might want to travel. Although I have Florence, Italy in my dining room, so you have to know how much I love to travel. But I went to Scotland with my friend Laurel, who we seem to go on all these trips together, which is so lovely to go with friends. And we met our friend who actually is a Scottish man over there, and then we joined a group. And we were going to go see all of the stone circles, which we did. Went 3 weeks, north, south, east, and west, in every place that you can imagine. And every trip I go on, I seem to lose something. In Israel, I lost my wallet, and I got it back. And this trip, I lost my purse with my passport, global entry, credit cards, money, everything you can possibly imagine. And within about 4 hours, this lovely Scottish woman who had the exact same color hair as me, she looked like my little sister, Facebook messaged me, and I went and picked up my purse. And that is just typical Scotland. I have on a textile from the Isle of Iona. Not only are Scottish people such great storytellers, their fabrics tell stories too. The kilts that the children wear to school, or the men wear to work, or just in any kind of form or city, tell a story about their family, and I think that's quite lovely. But I wanted to share with all of y'all a particular story that really anchors me in the chi and the energy of Scotland. We were on a remote island of Iona, which is where people used to go and meditate. And it's an outer island, and so they don't have internet, which really allowed me to anchor in the Christ consciousness that surrounded me there. I felt so protected from the storms of my life in that peaceful place. And each morning, when I felt the salt air clearing my throat, I could also feel it clearing my heart as well. But one night, Laurel and I went to church at the Abbey, which was built in 1203 and is one of the oldest religious centers in all of Western Europe. We walked in to this quiet air that was scented with candles burning and the musty smell of old prayer books, and took our seats in these rickety wooden chairs. The humble old Scottish priest began to pray, and when he unexpectedly included the immigrants on the American-Texas border, I sobbed uncontrollably, because that's where I volunteer, down at the shelter downtown where they come in from Latin America. This little boy that was sitting next to me placed his little hand on my right arm to comfort me and hold that sacred space, and that's when I knew I was feeling Scotland for the first time, because Scotland is best felt within village communities where tradition and kindness are kept safe and passed down. I arrived in a Burberry jacket, backpack, and shoes, attempting to fit in, but that was a mistake. I should have just showed up with humility and open heart. And I learned so much about myself in that trip, and I can't wait to go back. And so I'll just say to you, when I come home, everything is still the same, but I've changed, and that changes everything. So I encourage you, even if it's the town next over, unplug and raise your chi. This is Michelle Cromer. Please ask me questions at michelle@michellecromer.com, or follow me on Facebook, Michelle Cromer Feng Shui.